double ones ain't bad. It's kind of cute. It's different. Instead of doing doubles on, yeah, on two sides, like everybody always put one on this side, one on this side. How have you been? How's your mother doing?
She's doing okay.
John, you ain't got no kids.
Mm-mm.
What? You want some kids?
I do. I'm on like 10.
Oh, you doing too much.
That's a joke.
10 is crazy. No, I believe you. Ain't nothing
Actually,
wrong with having that many kids.
I actually really would love to have that many. I just, I probably have to have more than one wife.
Why would you need to have more than one wife to have 10 kids?
Because I don't think one can have 10 or want to.
My sister literally has like 16 kids. And
16?
she's like 3 years older than me.
Wow.
And she just won't stop.
My grandma had 9. She had her first one at 12.
They took her uterus. That's how bad they needed her to stop having kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to give your uterus to somebody else so they can have some. So you stop for a minute. That's funny.
Know. They didn't have to. I'm gonna tell you like that. They did not have to take her uterus. I don't know why she just wouldn't stop having it.
It was she's creating too many young kings, and this bloodline is so powerful. We gotta stop her.
Her first 10 was all boys.
Wow.
And then she finally had a girl, and then she had a set of twins. She just had a set of twins.
Wow.
Girl twins. They won.
Mm-hmm.
They're one now. And what's crazy is she's mixed, so she has one that's white, and she has one that's black. She has a black and a white twin.
That's dope.
One with red hair, and the other one has dark hair, but they look exactly alike. They just want.
That's dope. I like that.
Cutie pie.
So you said, why would I need to have more than one wife? I got a friend that's into polygamy.
Oh,
he got 5 wives. He a Hebrew Israelite. He take her home. He got like 5 children. And his wives are sister wives. And when I looked at his lifestyle, I was like, They got a big house, like a mansion almost. All 5 of them live comfortably together. They don't argue. They work as a team.
Yes.
One of them helps the other one with children, while the other one's cooking. They all have different duties, and they have a structure and an order. And I was like, wow. And they all love each other.
They all bring something to the table.
Right, and it's well organized. It's not disrespectful. It's very respectful. It's a lot of honor. They read the Bible together. They do a lot of things together. And I was like, that's pretty much how most African villages started.
If you try to build a nation, that's how you do it.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay, well, how's this going to look? I thought about it. I was like, well, I'm 42. I don't have any children. If I want to have 10 children, I need to probably have children with different women, but I want my family to be together, so I probably have to marry more than one person, and they'd be all right with that. So that means that I have to have a good foundation set up where everybody has things in order for everybody to function and to grow and to benefit.
The only way, and when I say only, only way I'll be ever to do that is if I'm the first wife and I'm the head wife. I would not be able to do it any other way. Or if I'm the wife and I got my several husbands.
That's funny.
But the only way that could work is if it would not be about building community at that point. It would be about building a dynasty. That would be more of building an army. You know what I mean? An army. Like it's totally opposite.
So I'm open to listening to what your viewpoint is. You mind explaining that to me?
Okay, so if I'm gonna be a wife and have several husbands, it won't even be for a sexual preference, because that's what some people think. I will be building an army. I will be building a military. That's what the whole purpose of that, and I will be leading them on to that type of lifestyle. That would be the nation, or the thought behind it for me. Because of course, only can have a baby every 9 months.
Hmm.
So they would be able to have their own wives, if you ask me, but they would just answer to me. So I don't even know if that would even work,
So
backwards
what?
validity.
So what's your rank?
What you mean?
What's your rank?
What do you mean rank?
Everybody got a rank. Everybody got a spiritual rank. You talking about an army? You talking about structure and order?
I'm gonna be an empress.
Hmm.
Is that what you mean?
You're going to be one, or you are one?
I am.
Because I'm an emperor. I am an emperor.
Right. Well, if I was in that position, I would have to be, like I said, head honcho, in charge. Oh. You ever seen is it called Game of Thrones?
Hmm.
And how that girl was? It'd be one of them numbers. She didn't even know who she was. She didn't even really know what she was doing. I'm like, girl, let me do it. But it would really be so that we could go to war. I think when you go to war, women should be the people that we bet on, because once we mad about something, it ain't no turning back.
Hmm.
Wipe them all out. F everybody, just like. But yeah, it would definitely be to build a nation. I think when it's with the male, it's still building a nation in the community, but it's really to what you call it, reproduce. Okay, more kids.
That's the main thing. Is reproduction. Leaving behind a lineage, family lineage, legacy.
And when you get finished reproducing and leaving behind that family lineage, then you get a woman in that position to take that family lineage to where y'all need to go, on the front line. No.
Hmm. There are people that are designed for that, though. Really,
Huh?
there are women that are designed to do that. Really.
Well, if we didn't live in such a patriotic, whatever you want to call it.
Patriarchal society.
Yes, if we didn't have that going on so much and everybody could look at things in a balanced way, instead of this person is superior to this, masculinity is superior, femininity is superior. It doesn't even have to be that we're superior, but in certain areas, yes, we are. But at the same time, if we could look at it as balancing each other out and being able to focus on that in our community, then I think we would be better off. But because we're westernized, so that's what it is over here. Like, the men are over their women, and I don't think that's always supposed to be the case. I think in most cases there are going to be scenarios where the men need to lead, but there are going to be scenarios and where the women need to lead. Like, it balance each other out in that sense. You get what I'm saying?
That makes sense. The head has two eyes. It has a left and a right eye.
Yeah.
The left cannot be the right eye, and the right eye cannot be the left eye. They're both are in their particular sockets for a reason, so you have vision for where you're going.
True. That's true.
Two heads, when they agree, are better than one. Because how can two walk together unless you agree?
That's true.
So when you agree on a thing and you got double the energy, you got double the force to get it done.
Because at the end of the day, when a king has his queen, whether it's many wives underneath that one queen, she is the one that's really helping to lead the other queens in that community. So even with the wives, the man that has the fire, there's that one that's the leader over them that really carries out what the king is asking and stuff. So y'all got to think about Elizabeth, the Queen Elizabeth, that who just died this whole time, and how she's been for 100 years basically. She been over there orchestrating everything, this, that, and the other. Let's not sit here and act like she didn't do that. She did that. White or not.
True.
Not right or not, like white, like the
I know
color.
what you mean.
Oh, okay. She still was in that position as a female. It's just- Now on the 16th, I might have to come back to get a refresh
Okay.
because I have a gala to go to,
Okay.
banquet, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So
Shoe, sneaker, is it shoe, sneaker ball, gala?
no, it's a banquet, not a
Oh,
gala.
cool. Okay.
So it's a Rising Star banquet.
Oh, cool.
I was nominated. My apartment that I work with was nominated to be one of the people,
That's cool.
Rising Stars or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
For most improved property and stuff
Hmm.
like that. So we all dressed up like we're going to the prom, basically. That's why I'm trying to think of what I even want done to my hair.
Mm-hmm.
I almost want, those pipe cleaners.
Yeah.
I almost want a pipe cleaner.
Curl set.
Yes.
Okay.
I've never had that before.
I can do that.
Okay. And then when you get done, they curl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When your birthday, John? Why you so nice?
June 1st. I'm respectful. I have cognitive reasoning, and I'm respectful. You know, I try my best to treat others how I want to be treated. I like being treated with respect, and I like people to be kind to me. You know, I don't. We all have moments. You know, we all have different things that we struggle with, but I like being treated with respect and kindness. So I try my best to give it. You know, as a human spirit, you can feel the growth in your spirit in that type of environment. And it's a plant over there I water every day. It looked like it was gonna die. And when I go over there and I talk to it and I give it water, I'm like, man, that's me. I need to water my spirit every day so it can grow. And sometimes when you're in harsh environments, the harsh environment dictate who you're supposed to be. But when you get out of that environment, you can really grow. You know.
That's why I was trying to explain to my brother about sometimes you just gotta separate yourself. Like he was mad at me because I wasn't talking to my sister. Hey, I prayed about it and I let God handle it. That's what I said.
Yeah, you and your sister talk at the right time. Just right now, not the best time to sit down and think about it.
And then he said, well, God got on to me about that because how I'm gonna punish you for something that, you ain't got nothing to do with it. You gonna get mad at me because you can't do that. Anyway, I ain't gonna get into
You don't have to.
the details, but
Just know it'll come around.
sometimes
If
God
somebody
separates.
really love you and they done you wrong, they apologize and come to you and be like, I'm sorry. That never fails. You'll feel the weight lifted off your spirit.
That's what he was talking about when he was talking about Luke 17:3. To forgive, especially when somebody comes to repent to you, forgive. So you be in your Bible? You read? You a Hebrew Israelite?
Yep, I am.
Oh.
I'm more. So it's layers to me. It's layers to me. The deeper that I understand different theology, the less labels I have.
I know that's why.
Because the spirit, I don't think Christ was a Christian. I think he was the Christ.
Like Christ was the last name.
Christ was a function. Christ wasn't his last name. Christ is a consciousness.
Oh, come on. Say that
And the
again.
consciousness is a way of thinking and understanding and being self-aware. And they made an entire religion off of that consciousness. But the theology does not help you. It points towards becoming conscious, but it doesn't all the way help you get the consciousness. Because you got to work. You know, when you break down the scriptures, a lot of the scriptures talk about the Bible being the body being the temple. So your body really is a temple, and you learn different exercises or ways of cleaning your temple, ways of building your temple, and ways of allowing your temple to thrive
Okay.
from root to crown. And
So that's
depending on the language you're using, the reason why I take labels off is because certain information allow you access to deeper levels of spirituality when you remove the label. Because the label places you in a box. When you remove the label, because a spirit does not have a box that it's in. It's free. So if Christ was freeing people so their spirit can be free, why would I be bound? You see what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
So spirituality has a really deep level of wisdom, and it takes time to tap into it.
Right, people always ask me what am I used to say I was spiritual until they started like
Trying to use language or words to make you walk away from that. So you wear the Christian label.
yes. They've associated it with so many different things now that it kind of throws people off, so you can't even be like I'm spiritual anymore.
Right, because they want to make the fact that you say that you're spiritual and try to interrogate you or read your consciousness and poking. Okay, I found something. Okay, so now, and then throw a scripture and be like, okay, now we in spiritual warfare, and this is what you are because this is what you think. And if you not, if this ain't on your mind right here in this scripture, then you this. Like, wait a minute. Jesus Christ himself was the living word. The word is alive. So why would I be bound to just this scripture?
Right?
When he said I didn't come to do away with the law, I came to fulfill it. When you fulfill something, that means that you are in your God-given destiny to do it.
Come on.
And can't nothing on this planet stop you when you in your God-given destiny. It's almost like heaven and earth move and shift on your behalf and come to your rescue, and and cause supernatural things to manifest like right in front of your face.
Right.
When it's time for you to do something.
Come on.
So I'm beginning to understand different things. Like your tribe, your lineage, like where you from. I do believe in the term Israelite breaks down into a family bloodline.
Right.
Isis, Ra, and Elohim.
Okay. Kind of heard of that before.
When you break down the word Israel, Isis, Ra, and Elohim.
Come on.
It's a family bloodline. So
Where does Hebrew come in effect though?
the word Hebrew means her web. That's the zodiac.
What?
Yeah.
Now see, that's something I ain't never heard.
Yeah. I was listening to a brother, Freeman E. Scott, talk about the esoteric information about the word Hebrew, and how the word Hebrew means her web, and the web is the zodiac. How to read the stars. It's a story in the stars.
Yeah, that's true.
And there are scriptures that talk against understanding astrology, but I honestly believe that the ancient African Christians, the original ones, when the Bible was 88 books, not 66, and it was real thick with all the chapters in there, with the Book of Enoch in there, the Apocrypha, and even chapters that's not in the King James Version. when they was in Ethiopia, that they used the stars in order to navigate where they supposed to go.
Yeah, they did.
Because even the three Hebrew kings that came to the three Hebrew kings that came to honor Christ and give him blessings when he was in the manger, they had to follow the North Star to find him. So they had to understand astrology. You had to understand time zones, time periods. The way how you understand them is about learning how to read the stars, learning how to navigate where you're going to go. That's star people.
Right.
People from the stars. They were navigators. They were explorers. They were righteous people. They helped the Essenes build civilization. The Essenes is a group of people, and the Essenes are very closely related to the Nazarites.
Okay. I think where it got, I guess maybe where it started to veer off is when they came up with the zodiac signs for each month or each category of people, which some of them are true and some of them are not. But once I really looked up zodiacs and stuff and seen what that meant, you know that they are governed by an archangel and an archdemon. Okay.
Those are two sides of the same coin.
Right. So you have your ascending traits and your descending traits. Your ascending traits are governed by the archangel, and your descending traits are governed by the archdemon.
Okay.
You can look each one of these up if you like.
Okay.
That in you have a name.
True.
You have an archangel name and you have an archdemon name.
Right.
Like
your higher
so.
self and your lower self.
Right. So and then they show you what each one of these traits are, yin and yang.
You want hair in your face?
I don't care. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. And I think that's where you really, really need to know what you are speaking over yourself when it comes down to it. Because exactly, dang, you took the words right out of my mouth. Because you are literally putting a spell over yourself. But these things are not only are you putting a spell on yourself, you're sealing it because they're governed by a certain seal, which is the zodiac sign itself. Now, when you go and you look at these seals around, even the seal like you see on the Missouri flag, and then around it you see the letters. Those letters actually transform into numbers, like they're actual numbers, and that's what seals certain stuff. That's why in Revelations, the 7 seals that are being broken right now, they have been in place for so long. When they're breaking, they're magical. They are literal in the spirit realm. What you call it? I don't know how to explain it.
You are.
But
you tapping into it. I'm listening.
Yeah, God showed me this. I wasn't even trying to see this.
The body has 7 seals.
I believe that.
Because
the
they
chakras.
call them the 7 chakras.
Yeah. Yes. Come on now. But the problem is that everybody is so spooked by that type of stuff. They be spooked by it. Oh, don't do this, don't do that. No, that ain't God.
It is God. Why would it exist if it wouldn't?
That's what I'm saying. To not to tap into those things or not have the knowledge of it. This is why whenever they said that they ate the fruit or ate the knowledge of good and evil, this is what they meant by the good and the evil of it. Now you don't just have the knowledge of what the good part of this is. Now you know that there's evil that's concerning some of this good.
And you know how to use it.
Yeah. Hold on. Which way you twisting this?
Forward.
Okay. Unless you do what you do. Get out your business.
You fine.
You got... Never mind.
Sorry. It's okay.
I'm such an analytical person. Like, I pay attention to stuff.
Details. No, you good.
Right. It's a chain on there, and I'm...
Oh.
I know you like, what is she doing?
No, I'm not shy. You just trying to help me out. I'm not taking it no type of way.
But anyway.
I used to hear trumpets. I remember being in worship, and I remember praying with a friend of mine, and I heard children crying, mamas crying for their children because They needed help. And I was like, am I really hearing that? And then when I was working with the homeless, I heard trumpets, and I heard it was a loud trumpet noise, like a. It made my ears ring. It made my ears ring bad. I'm talking about it shook my. I was like, what is that?
Almost remind you of a train horn.
Yeah, but it was a low. It was like the frequency of it like made you like pay attention.
Right. You a chosen one, huh?
I don't disclose who I am to everybody.
You ain't gotta disclose.
I just
I know.
try to try to live my purpose out because.
Well, I'm gonna tell you how I know. Because we all meeting each other now.
True.
For some weird reason.
It's not weird. It's we supposed to do something.
Right. So when I come across somebody that I know is chosen, it's something. It's a, like you just said. It's a reason. I don't know what it is, but we gotta come together and, like you just said, and do something. I don't know if it's prayers we need to be doing, fastings, some knowledge that we need to get out. It's something. Because I didn't came across somebody else, and I've been dreaming for it. I'm a dreamer. So when I start having these dreams, I know something up.
I've been having the same dream for like the past 7 years of me standing in a large crowd of people, giving my testimony, worshiping, and inspiring people. I'm talking about like seas of people, like thousands. Wake up and I would hear their voices, and I would almost, it would be like three-dimensional color, I could see it. And then I felt like I had to do something. I had to do it so strong. And it drove me, and I couldn't let up off of it. The seals of wisdom. So I asked the Most High for the wisdom of Solomon. And when I asked the Most High, I said, because I read about how Solomon was one of the wisest men in the Bible, and I said, I want wisdom. And this white orb was over top of my head. And then when I would go and I would pray and I would talk to people, I would see their clothes. They would have on regular clothes on, but I would look at them and I could see like their spiritual clothes they got on. And I could see sometimes different things they supposed to be doing. Like I walked past this one girl and I said, "Did you used to be a church usher?" She was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I see you with some white gloves on and you doing some worship." Or I'll be talking to a person and I see music on. Like, are you a musician?
You want to know what's weird about what she said? I may not. Mine is different. Mine is more of, I could be talking and having a conversation with somebody, and I will come up with, I'll be inspired with an ideal, but they're supposed to be doing it. Like it's not something that I should be doing, but the way I would speak about it is as if it was me, but it was me picking up on what they need to be doing. You get what I'm trying to say?
You're pretty much like refocusing the person.
Right, so I might say something like, who was I talking to?
Oh, okay. I got a partner of mine right now that talked to me. He get inspired by what I'm saying, but he inspired by what I'm saying. Like he want to do it. I've already started doing it, but him being inspired by me is a mirror image of me, what I'm supposed to be doing. So God will put people in front of you doing what you're supposed to be doing and motivate you to get busy.
It's
Like
a lot of
work,
times it'll be like,
put
yeah,
your work out.
I said, and you know what I should do? I should be a barber, blah, 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 blah. But it's not me, it's that person. And what I should be saying is, you probably need to be tapping into being a barber.
Right.
Okay? But I used to say it like that. Now I say it to them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
I don't know how to explain it.
No, I do. You learn to pick up information from people's aura, which is their spiritual purpose, and when you feel it, you see it in such a way where it is you, but really it's them. It's like you're empathetic and you're able to tap into.
Call me an empath.
Yeah, me too. A lot of people don't know that. Children know it when they're around me, and plants and animals do. But
And that's why I don't like being around. I don't hug people for real.
really,
If I hug you,
yeah,
then I can tell you have a good spirit. But
Yeah.
I am not a hugger at all, because the first time I ever experienced somebody else's emotions was at church. And this lady was spiritually oppressed, and I didn't know she was. And she hugged me
Yeah.
after she got prayer. Now, you know, once you get prayer, your spirit is open to receive, but your spirit is also open to give, because you have to be open in order to really receive prayer if you're believing.
yeah, the invoke and evoke.
When I tell you I hugged that lady and I had the worst headache of my life,
Yeah.
I stopped hugging people after that.
So I got a female friend that asked me to massage her, and when I go to massage her, I have to pray before I do it, because I can't do it in my strength, because when I would do it, something on her would try to suck my energy. And I would lay hands on her, and I realized, like, I got family members that's getting sick right now, and I was able to pinpoint it. She would come over there to me and ask me to massage her late at night, and I could not really identify the entity, but I knew it was there, and I seen it before.
Come on.
And it's a certain spot on her back that she asked me to rub, and my mama started getting shingles in that same area, and my brother right hand started being weak in that, and she would ask me to massage that hand, so I could feel my energy being pulled, and I got to go touch a tree and yawn and pray to get it off me, because the trees will help ground you.
Okay, you freaking me out so bad. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay, because wood absorbs.
Well, so wood is also, our body is like the nervous system of a tree.
Right,
Because
but
we are like, so Jesus said, I see men as trees, seeing who they are. So our nervous system is like a tree, it's the tree of life. The roots of the tree go deep down into the earth. And when we put our feet down into the earth, it grounds us. And we are electrical. You guys are more magnetic. But we are electrical and magnetic. And so when you have the wrong frequency on you, you can go into nature, and the sound of nature will get you back in tune with your heart chakra. And when your heart chakra is vibrating at the right frequency, then you go back from the heart back up to the crown, and when the crown open back up, that's when you go back and you experience the love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, meekness, the fruits of the spirit. Yeah. Because that crown chakra is where your Christ consciousness is. That's why he had the thorn. That's why he had the thorn of crowns. So when the Roman soldiers crucified him, they was crucifying him to prevent him from activating his etheric body. So he had different bodies. He had a physical body, but his spiritual body they all have names. They have layers to them.
Mind, body, and soul, basically. Right?
True, but there are certain seals of information that break down each body, like etheric, astral. You get what I'm saying? It's a whole. They got a whole diagram of that. And see, like in the church, they don't really talk about that, because like it's not. It's in the scriptures, but you got to search for the word that link it in there.
You got to get and I know what you're talking about in the scriptures. You literally have to do a breakdown. You
Right.
have it's like
It's
I
a
don't
cross.
even know how to explain it.
It's like cross-linking. Like here, this
Yes.
scripture is right here. This link with this book right here, and here go this nugget of
Yes.
information right there.
And it's like it's in there, and only people
That seek
who
it.
are spiritually connected, like for real,
Yeah.
can decipher it,
Right.
and they can see it.
Yep.
That's why when some folks that read the Bible, because they are not able to really connect to it, they're not spiritual, and they're like you say, if your spiritual eye ain't open and stuff, you ain't gonna receive it. It's gonna look like gibberish and jabberish to you because you know, some folks just it ain't gonna get. But anyway, let me shut up.
You say if your eyes full of light, then your body is full of light.
The crazy part is I can't have this conversation with other people because they automatically think I'm crazy or something.
But you're not.
Or they don't understand it. Yeah.
It takes time to get it. You know what I'm saying? And when you got it, then but yeah, when I noticed it, I said, I can't, I have to, because I love my family. And,
You think she was a witch?
I don't
Or
use it,
succubus?
I don't technically use that terminology. I know those entities, I've seen them before.
Oh, they real.
I seen sirens, I seen mermaids. On the other hand, when you say I'm a siren or I'm a mermaid, and why you say that? Could you explain that to me? I had a woman recently tell me, she said, I'm a demon. She said, I like chains and whips and spanking people and I make the toes curl. I said, what? And I was like, that's normal stuff that guys like. I said, but why you say you a demon?
Yeah.
What make you say that? Like what's your name? She said, and she told me her name. It was a layer of her personality, but she had been through trauma, so I was trying to decipher, like, sometimes the mind get creative, and I understand mind programming. I know a little something about that. Just trying to get a better understanding. So it may be. I started getting a headache out of nowhere, and when I got the headache out of nowhere, I was like, I gotta get out of this environment.
Yeah.
Her children, I never felt it on her children. Her children, mainly were, loving, sweet, caring children, and,
But that's why one of the reasons why I stopped dating, because one of the guys I dated would do what like you said, they would put their hand on me, and I would feel like I was losing energy.
Your virtue.
Huh?
Your virtue.
Yeah, or something, but I could feel it, like you saying, like they were sucking it. I'm like, and then I was like, that's whenever I learned there was such thing as energy vampires. Okay, I've been single for 4 years. And the energy vampires, they suck your energy in. They like negativity. They like drama. That's why you see all this toxicity going on. It comes from those people who are energy they don't even know, half of them don't even know that's who they are. Okay, that's what their nature is.
That comes from a parasite.
Man.
It comes from food. Like, it's food that once you get rid of parasites from your body, because that's why he said present your body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable, which is your reasonable due service, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people, the reason why their behavior is the way how it is because they're not aware that it's parasites and it's kind of hijacking their body.
Man.
And then when you start having a lot of sex because the parasites like to mate and procreate. You kind of get into more of a spiritual thing because a lot of the angels, they need bodies so they can procreate and have sex with people. So when you have an extremely high sex drive and you start having sex with multiple people, there's an entity pulling you to do it.
Never heard of that.
The reason why it pulls you to do it is because it's tapped into the underworld. The underworld has an entire lineage of people that are stuck in between different realms, and they need vessels to live in, so they want to dominate this particular realm that we're in.
Right.
And they have an entire family of bloodlines to do it, and some of them are being rebirthed. Back, like, this is my 8th cycle here. This is not my first time here. This is my 8th cycle.
How would you know?
I did a lot of prayer, and I know that I have an ancient soul. I had to do a lot of soul searching, and I did tap into the tree of wisdom. And my eye opened up, and when my eye opened up, I saw the black dot. I have guardians that watch over me. They help me stay righteous.
There was something I was gonna tell you. You was telling me about that girl. That be
When I massage her, she would never massage me. I could have just got done massaging her and said, "Will you massage me?" What? And then when I lay hands on her and pray for my energy back, she said, "Are you taking your energy back?" That's how I knew she knew what she was doing. And so you asked me, was she a witch? I knew that she knows, she has a certain level of wisdom of certain things. I can't necessarily call her a witch because I got relatives. For some reason, I had this vision of being burnt alive at the stake. And I got relatives that I feel like was burnt alive at the stake. But they was righteous people. And I know during that time period, if you practice the internal arts of worship, during it was an external honoring of it, they murdered a lot of Hebrew Israelite women for honoring the internal arts of. And then, it was different groups of people that wasn't agreeing on the theology. And that's what made me kind of do a little bit more research on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the Jesuits, the Knights Templars, the Gypsies.
oh wow. You believe in Jinn?
Do I believe in who?
Jinn.
Do I believe in them, or do I understand that they actually exist?
Do you understand that they exist?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, they exist.
That's
where
there's supernatural beings that are in between angels and humans.
That's where I've been. Warlocks, witches, jinn. I'm learning these different, and I don't even know where it's coming from. They just
Coming to you.
Yep.
Like the wisdom.
And I'm like,
I try not to.
what would even make me think this? What would even make, you know what I'm saying, make me the thought? Why would that even be a thought? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I try not to label people those
Is it
names.
really a label?
Because I'm gonna
It's
tell you
true.
why. I'm gonna tell you why. I met some really kind-hearted people that Christians would have considered a witch, because they got the trench coat and the dark eyeshadow and
That's
they
not
got
what make you a witch. What you look like is what you doing.
Yeah, if you're doing it for evil and you're trying to hurt people on a regular basis, that probably would make you one. But I know I know some mean Christians that probably would classify them as. But as a human being, what I'm realizing is that, like,
I know you fucking lying.
I'm what?
With this braid here,
I'm just trying to see.
I don't see it.
Okay.
I don't know what you was finna do, but that wasn't it.
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for cussing. I'm
No, that's
really
okay.
trying to get out of that because it's really lower self.
It's a learned.
You only got one left in this. For real?
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to connect it. Cause this was so I had two. I was putting two and two together, and I got one here and one here, and they in different spaces. And so I was
Oh
like,
heck no.
you see what I'm saying?
Oh,
You see what I'm saying?
how you do that?
Just by chance, I guess when I was sectioning the hair off when I was twisting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna twist this one into this one, and twist this one into this one, and then they're gonna be sisters.
I'm weak.
I'm a hoodie person. I had to learn how to. I had to learn how to purge. When you have an energy on you that you can't, that's harmful to your frequency, you can purge it off of you. It took me some time to figure out how to do that, but I learned how to purge.
Now that's what I was gonna tell you.
I learned how to shield myself. I learned how to purge.
And I'm gonna come back to that purge. So remember there was this lady. I went to Memphis and she was gonna do my nails, but she kept touching my hand, bro.
Your hands got some power in them. You have a healing spirit, but you haven't really tapped into it much.
All I know is every time she would touch him, I would pull my hands back. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with her?
Some people know how to read your energy from touching you.
No, it was because she was oppressed. Like she was messed up.
Oh, like she might have been wishing bad karma on people, and it was affecting her. And so when you touched her, it started trying to affect you. So you had to get away from her.
So finally, that last time I pulled my hands back, I said, "What's wrong with you?" She broke down. She was spiritually oppressed because her husband had been cheating on her, left her, and then the pastor said it was her fault. And the husband, they was in a group together, ministry, and he cheated with the soprano of the church, of their ministry. But it was tearing her up like so bad. I had asked her. I said I can't. And then once I knew what was wrong with her, she could do my nails. But until I knew,
You had to help her get the root.
yeah, whatever the root was, because if not, it would have just kept affecting me. But once I knew what was wrong with her, it's like I knew how to protect myself or something. But back to that purging. What does it mean?
To purge means to empty out the any unclean thing inside your vessel.
What did you do?
Trying something different.
So if you pin my hair up like that, I might have a headache.
I don't want you to have that.
Yeah, that's why if you do it too tight, I get a headache.
Okay.
That's why I only do these. I never do an updo because it hurt. But here's what I wanted to ask you. What about metal? Like, what does that mean?
I'm sensitive to metal.
And what I mean, like, sometimes when somebody, like I used to work at this club. I used to work at this hotel